guys, welcome back once again to the horror with your hostess with the mostest, Jonabelle, as always. So we have made it to the top 5 horror movies that are my personal favorites. I think you guys might be a little surprised with my number 1, which we will get to in a moment. Let's start it off with number 5, and it is the John Carpenter classic, The Fog. This one, nice little ghost story, gothic ghost story. It still is like, after all these years, I feel like it still holds up. It's a great story. Another Tom Atkins movie. It's got Jamie Lee Curtis in it. Just a wonderful story. Still kind of like a bit scary, I feel. Like I said, it still holds up after all these years. So, numero 5. Number 4. So this is one that is, the next few actually, are ones that I really kind of grew up watching, were pretty much my first introductions to horror movies. At number 4, I swear to God, I was so scared that this guy was going to come after me in my sleep and everything, and like, I don't know, pull me through bed. And if you guys couldn't tell what that is the first Nightmare on Elm Street. Love this movie. Like I said, it gave me nightmares for a couple of years when I was a kid, because I saw this when I was really young, like between 3 and 5. So yeah, I was like young when I first saw this. But yeah, and Robert Englund, come on. He's the one and only Freddy Krueger, in my opinion. Next one up, probably a big reason why I love October and everything, fallen in love with the holiday in it and everything, and that is Halloween. So yeah, like, do I even need to like say anything about these movies? Like, seriously, I feel like I don't. So this great movie, the music and everything, love it. Like I said, same thing with like Nightmare on Elm Street. One of the first movies that I saw as a kid was one of my first introductions to horror movies. Made me fall in love with the genre and everything, and it just, love it. So number 2, for the longest time, was my number 1, but it is number 2. It's been demoted. I'm hoping if Sean S. Cunningham ever sees this, I hope he forgives me. And that is, you guys couldn't figure it out, the first Friday the 13th. Yes, like I said, this was for the longest time, and this is what I was kind of like stating in my honorable mentions video, is that, I think a lot of people who know me are going to be a bit surprised that this is not my number 1. And, quite honestly, if the other movie I never had seen or anything, this would still be my number 1. But I have to be truthful to myself. I think I've been denying to myself for a couple of years on what my favorite is. But this is it still holds such a special place in my heart. It does. So yeah, but it's number 2. It is number 2. So yeah. So with that being said, I feel like maybe some of you can kind of, with deductive reasoning, can kind of maybe guess what my number 1 is. This is a movie that I didn't see until like my mid-20s, so about 8 years ago. One that like, it just, I love it. I love the movie. I do. And that is Sleepaway Camp. Yes, I know. Like I said, I had to be honest with myself. I finally had to admit to myself that this truly has taken the number 1 spot. This is my favorite horror movie of all time. It just has like everything that I love in a horror movie. It's got good kills. It's got cheesy acting. I know the acting's not the greatest. It's still pretty scary, in my opinion. It's suspenseful. And the humor in this is just, for me, it's on par. I know not everyone loves this movie. It's a great movie. And not to mention, it has, in my opinion, probably one of the, if not greatest, reveals of all time. I know that's a pretty bold statement, especially considering I have not watched every single movie. I will admit that. I've not seen every single movie that's ever been made. But from what I've seen, I love the reveal. I love the reveal. I do. And it just, I can't even say enough about this movie. I know I've talked extensively about this franchise, about the Angela character and everything. It is just, it means so much to me. It does. And I'm so like disappointed that I didn't watch this sooner. I didn't watch this, kind of growing up or anything. Like I said, I literally watched it for the first time when I was in my mid 20s. So, but great, great movie. So there you go. There you go, you guys. That is my top 25 favorite horror movies of all time. Hope you enjoyed it. And if you guys, I'm not gonna make like a tag or anything, but if you guys want to do your own little list, whether it's like top 25 or top 10, top 5, whatever, go for it, because I would love to see what some of your guys' favorite movies are. And it doesn't even have to be horror, it can be whatever you want. Have fun with it. So, but thank you guys for checking this list out. I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, till next time, you guys, as always, stay creepy, classy, and a little bit sassy.